Hello, how's everyone doing? Oh, come on, how are y'all doing? Welcome to CreaTV San Jose's 6th year of our Summer Documentary Institute. My name is Chad Johnston. I'm the CEO of CreaTV San Jose, and I'm super excited you guys are here. um, CreaTV is San Jose's only nonprofit community media center, so we teach people how to tell their stories through media and technology through programs like SDI, through our adult version of this program called the Documenter Me, and then we have a whole battery of just classes where we teach people how to make media, give you the equipment and the education, all on a pay-what-you-can model. So that's one thing we do. We also produce media for nonprofits on a sliding scale, so helping nonprofits tell their story. We produce all the city council meetings, so if you've ever watched a city council meeting, that's our crew. That's right, government crew, what up? We also distribute all this local content on 4 cable TV channels on Comcast Cable, Apple TV, Roku, et cetera, So if you want to see the stories that your community members are telling, check out our website and you can get links to all of that. And last but not least, we run this community center and event center here called Open San Jose. And this is a space dedicated for the community to use for whatever purposes. This show is sometimes youth hardcore shows, sometimes it's sound bathing, sometimes it's a public gathering. So if you're ever in need of a place to be with your community and however you like, this is your space. Y'all don't know this, but these folks have worked really, really hard. So for 100 hours over 5 weeks, the interns of SDI have learned how to tell and create a documentary. So all the technical skills, all the how to email and talk with a potential interviewee, how to schedule, how to storyboard, all of those things. And that's an intense job. Y'all have worked. This has been their job. I didn't have a summer job like this. I wish I had, because it's cool, but it's also very, very, it's very hard. So before we go on, I just want to give a big round of applause for them for working so hard and for making it to this screening. Programs like this can't exist without the support of our community. So if you're interested in supporting CreaTV's work, we are a nonprofit. There's QR codes everywhere. Please consider giving us a donation. That's how we exist. We have a really fun event that we're relaunching, bringing back, called Lights, Camera, Take Action. That's a fundraiser, September 18th. There's info on our website. It's not a boring fundraiser. You get to come and play with technology and do some of the things that the participants have been doing, the interns have been doing. You get to go live on TV and all kinds of fun stuff. So please join us if you can. I'm going to pass the mic over to our Director of Education and Community. And once again, thank you all so much for coming. This is Abby Walsh.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. So I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to the space. This is our 6th year of the Summer Documentary Institute, and it's very exciting. I think this particular cohort was it was wonderful for me to watch you all work and see your enthusiasm. But I also want to say that this program would not be possible without our staff, our amazing staff. So I want to give a little mini shout out to Zach and E over here in the headsets. You'll meet them later. They were our main instructors for this program, and they've poured so many hours of work and offered so much wonderful mentoring. We also have another wonderful outreach staff, Katrina, I want to name. And we're very fortunate to welcome 2 college interns to the program every year who offer other mentoring and support to the program. So the programs, the booklets that you all picked up, they helped design those. You'll see some other design work in other places, the poster for the event. If you've seen any of our social media, some reels, they did a lot of that work. Gia and Aisha in the back. Yes. You'll probably see them later. They might be taking pictures. And if you haven't gotten pictures with your SDI participants, Feel free to flag them down. If you see them, give them a wave and a smile. And so, actually, Aisha and Gia made a little documentary to share a little bit more with you all about SDI and about this particular cohort and their approach to the summer. So we'll start by watching their documentary about our documentaries, and then we'll move to the teens docs. So I will just ask you to, all of this will be available, so let's be present and keep our cameras down for the video portion. I'm excited.
Hi, welcome to San Jose Downtown, and today we're going to be checking out CreaTV. Hi, my name is Aisha.
Hi, my name is Gia, and this summer we're interning at CreaTV. Come check out the office with us. Let's go.
Hi, Katrina.
Hi, welcome. How are you guys doing?
We're good. How are you?
Doing good.
We were wondering, what does CreaTV do?
That is a great question, and I'm happy to answer that for you. So CreaTV is San Jose's public access channel. And not only do we give the community a voice, we also teach the community how to create films. So we have public classes where we teach everything from lighting, working with camera, pre-production, post-production, and then we also have events available for the public to come for free called CreaTV Presents. We have a wonderful production team which is available for people to hire out. We have facilities, spaces, rooms of many different sizes available to fit anyone's needs for their events.
Thank you so much.
And then can I ask one more question? What's your role at CreaTV?
My role, I'm with the community team. So I often work with them to do classes, to help with the public learn how to create media, and then I often go out within the community at tabling events to introduce CreaTV to people so they can, have access to this wonderful resource.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
One of the programs at CreaTV is Summer Documentary Institute, also known as SDI.
SDI is a 5-week crash course in documentary filmmaking for high schoolers. Come meet the interns.
Let's go.
My name is Anthony, and I'm the cinematographer.
I'm Gray, and I'm the editor.
I'm Ari, and I'm the producer.
And our film is about how the music of San Jose brings people together and forms lifelong communities and bonds.
Hi, my name is Adriana, and I'm the producer.
Hi, my name is Christina, and I'm the editor.
Hi, my name is Steven, and I'm the cinematographer.
And our purpose for this documentary is to showcase restaurants' culture and how it has a positive impact on the community here in San Jose.
Hello, my name is Taylor, and I'm the producer and editor.
Hello, my name is Sophie, and I'm the cinematographer.
And our documentary is about highlighting the impacts or the community impacts of local thrift stores and businesses.
Hi, my name's Zach. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm one of the community media coordinators here at CreaTV San Jose. And that makes me one of the instructors for our SDI program. Second year teaching SDI, and probably my favorite part about the program is just getting to watch the students' films come together. We do not give them enough credit. These kids really bring the program together, and they really pull these stories out of the community in a way that is just impressive above all else. So SDI is a full spectrum filmmaking course. We really don't skip any part of the process. We go straight from pre-production to post to wrap, just every step of the way. So the students, they get to do everything, start to finish. Trial by fire, as we call it sometimes. I like to think it's not that bad, but they really do everything. We don't really skip any part of the process.
Hi, so at CreaTV we have multiple studios you can use, and the SCS students also use these. So let's check one of them out. Hi Aisha.
Hi, Gia.
Wait, what are you doing here?
I'm actually checking out the studio for our SDI presentation.
Oh, do you think I could use this space for like dance practices or music rehearsals too?
Of course, this studio is for anything the community needs.
Oh my gosh, great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Hey Aisha, I wanted to film a podcast recording. Do you have a room for that?
Of course we do.
My name is Juliana Maduri, pronouns she, they. And as far as job title goes, I would say that I am the record buyer, social media person, and just general street lighter. I kind of do a little bit of everything.
My name's Mike Fox, and never really thought about how I wanted to be introduced. Played guitar for a long time in a bunch of bands, and I don't know what else to say about that, really. Yeah, I was in a band called Los Olvidados, and a band called Hemi, a band called The Dwarves, Drunk Engines. Terrible name for a band, but that's what we got. And countless others, actually, that you wouldn't know about.
I would say that some of the best shows I've been to are at either a bowling alley or a parking lot. And I think that adds to the fact that it's the people in the music scene and the music rather than monetary value. So my personal experience is you meet one person in a different environment and that they're in a band, and then you end up going to their show, and then you meet more people in bands and go on from there. And that's kind of the tale as old as time, at least for people that I know.
My experience with playing music in San Jose was you kind of had to do it yourself. That was, especially in the era of my first band, the kind of music we were playing wasn't really very accepted by sort of the status quo, including law enforcement and stuff like that. So we would wind up renting a lot of halls, doing things like that, you know, and having to put on our own shows. There weren't really places to play.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone to, one of my favorite shows that I've been to that has kind of lived in, I don't want to say infamy because that has a negative connotation, but it was very fun. And it was in a parking lot, and it was a lot of hardcore bands. Some that are now disbanded, some now that are on Stephen Colbert. So it was post-pandemic madness, and thousands of people showed up to this parking lot with a bunch of office buildings in San Jose, and people showed up, paid to get in, and just moshed their hearts out. Crowd killed till the early hours in the morning, and that was a really cool thing to be able to experience.
My name is Isaac, and I'm just an artist. I like it all around. I think so. Yeah. I think what got me into my music, or what got me into music, was like the love for it. Yeah, no, you couldn't escape it. Being a 10-year-old with an iPod Shuffle that you won from like a raffle for selling cookies, and you begged all your uncles to buy stuff, and you gotta, yeah, no, I loved it. I didn't want to do anything else. Self-expression is everything. Music is everything. The love for it. How would I describe a music scene in San Jose? Mad diverse, I would say. Also underrated. There's nothing, is it fucked up to say it's kind of barren? I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. I don't know. You're asking a guy that has a very weird view of music. I think it's underrated. There's a lot of stuff going on here that people don't know about, excluding myself. And it's just so diverse and it's so rich that people don't really know about it. So I would say underrated. We're like down the street, not down the street. We're down the street from the Bay Area. And so music that happens here almost gets washed unnecessarily, but it does. But yeah, underrated. That's what I would call a music scene. Music is everything. It's like self-expression at its finest. It's art at its finest. I think it's the human soul at its finest. No, it's everything. It's like it's the key of a revolution. It's like the song of the heart. It's what it sounds like whenever you feel. Music is everything. It's self-expression. It's the most outward voice and representation of the human outside of a piece of paper, outside of a camera. It's intangible and it is at the same time. It's everything.
All right, we are La Maldita Cruda from San Jose, and we are a Latin fusion ska band. We play a little bit of ska, reggae, some cumbias, and we add that little touch of hardcore as well.
For me personally, like me and him, Caesar, we grew up going to, punk shows in the backyards. We've seen most everybody here likes La Plebe. I saw them when I was 12, 13 years old in our backyard and fell in love with, with the kind of culture.
Yeah, growing up, we listening to all those bands kind of got us motivated to do the same, We would show up in shows, get inspired by other bands, and, we wanted to do the same thing.
Yeah. No, I came from Santa Cruz. I mean, just to play music out here in San Jose, just because, there's more out here than there was out there at the time, so.
I like playing music, sharing a stage, and feeding off people's energies when they dance your music, and it feels good to be a part of something bigger than you,
Yeah, I mean, most definitely, we're here for that same reason, We want everyone to vibe, enjoy themselves, no matter what culture we're from, what ethnic background, we're all here for the same reason, which is unity, dancing, and listening to some good music.
Yeah, it's just something you do, you have to do it. It's in you, you want to play, and it's the perks of it is like they say, being able to give that energy off and then feeding off that energy from people, it just makes it worthwhile.
It's just a form of self-expression. It's like painting or any other kind of art thing. You just do whatever you do, and that's your personality coming out in the thing that you do. And so anyone can do it. No one should be afraid to do it. And yeah, express yourself.
Okay, so our instructors asked us to ask this question because of your name, and they're huge fans of Back to the Future. So,
Okay, yeah, ask the question. No, I have no affiliation with Back to the Future or Michael J. Fox. That's an interesting question.
Yes, My name is Veronica Macy. I'm the CEO and co-founder of the Honest Coffee. I feel like our cafe brings the community together in a huge way. I feel like we are purposeful in who we hire, bring on a lot of diversity, why people feel comfortable placing themselves in everybody that come in. We really love the city. San Jose is home. And we want to see a lot of amazing changes in San Jose. And a part of that is diving into the community and knowing the people. I was raised by a single parent, so we spent a lot of time with our grandma who would give us coffee in the morning. So that's how I grew up. And so fast forward when I was able to work in coffee right away, I was like, oh man, this is what I'm supposed to do with the rest of my life. I love seeing, putting joy in people's hearts, being a part of their story. And then I fell in love with the staff and just building those relationships with people that don't look like you, that don't talk like you, because it's like we're healing each other, right? It's like, what can I learn from you? What can you learn from me? And so I felt like that was a good industry for me to be in because it's so impactful, and I don't feel like there's a lot of things in life that can make a big impact and allow people to be themselves. And I wanted to dive into a place that I could be my authentic self all the time. My sister, who was not in the coffee industry, decided to be my partner 50-50. And she works, in tech, and she is high up at her company. Her background is marketing. And so she was like, okay, I learned how to do it. So we're like, okay, let's figure this out, let's do it. And we just dove in. And so I think back then the inspiration came from your early beginnings, your grandmother, and then it's my sister because she's the ultimate cheerleader in our friends and family. But also now on this side, almost 5 years later, it definitely is a big for sure. And my staff does. I think the thing that's helped us maintain the culture is I'm in the shops. So I feel like me being the CEO, I don't have to be in the shop. That's very rare that you see that. But it's important for me to know the people that are working for my company, to know the customers that are coming in and supporting us. So I make my rounds to the shops, and I really am just a personable person. I want to talk to everybody. I want to know how you doing, really building up on that community, not just on a surface level. We've seen people get married and engaged here. I've seen people have babies, and now I'm seeing their babies 5 years old now. So it's pretty inspiring.
My name is Abram Chandler. I am the owner. I'm born and raised in this neighborhood on 6th Street right here. I went to elementary school across the street, Horseman. I've always wanted to get into food, many years. It's something that I've always thought about doing. I scouted a few different locations and was kind of in this neighborhood one day and saw this place was for lease, contacted them and set up a meeting obviously, and gave me the opportunity to open this place. I had a couple different concepts in mind, but burgers is kind of where I landed on with just super high quality ingredients. And yeah, that's what you see now, 6th Street Burger. Yeah, just serve high quality food to the community. That's something that I've always done. This is not the only business that I own. Just giving back to the community is just something that I've always wanted to do with good food. Good food, good service, good hospitality. It's just super important to me. Staff is always super happy. Right? Everybody's happy to come to work every day. How do I describe the culture? Yeah, just fun, happy, determined to provide quality service and food. Something meaningful I've taken from here. Lots of smiles, happy people, being able to interact with guests, from time to time has definitely been something that I've taken from this.
So my name is Luis Salazar.
Hi, my name is Mauricio Salazar.
And my name is Gabe Salazar.
Really what inspired us to start this location was providing something a little bit different towards the original way that paleterias are viewed. So we wanted to provide something a little bit more modern, and what better place than have it here in downtown San Jose, where we grew up and we're raised at. The goal is to bring the community together and have a place where everybody from all types of different walks of life can come here and enjoy the spot, and also bring generations together where young kids and older adults and grandparents can enjoy it as well, and have it be a community space. Different types of people come in here. You see students come in here, you see young kids with their parents, also with their grandparents.
Just basically our name says it all. Planeta. If you translate it straight up, like how it's spelled, it's popsicle planet. What it is basically, like my brother said, we try to incorporate flavors from all around the world in our planet. Basically bring all the world and everything all together. And like he said, San Jose is a melting pot. Different cultures, made up of different cultures and made up of different ethnicities.
And that's something I would say that's pretty unique to, like, kind of looking behind the scenes, is just seeing the revitalization of how they're trying to really improve downtown San Jose with like organizations such as the San Jose Downtown Association. So it's really cool to see like them and being part of like close to them, where they're throwing events that are trying to modernize San Jose. And I feel like being close to that, it's a really unique experience.
What's different is just seeing all the people from all walks of life coming into our palateria and enjoying everything. It's just, like we said, bringing San Jose together and seeing San Jose grow and revitalize.
In our daily lives, we usually buy and spend money on new items in everyday life, but sometimes it can quickly become a problem just constantly buying items. Driven by consumerism, a lot of things we buy are often unnecessary and eventually are left behind as we shift from trend to trend. To fight back these issues, thrift stores have a solution by selling secondhand goods. But beyond selling reused items also lies the importance of community built around these spaces. Many of these small-owned businesses bring communities together and a comfortable environment for all to shop in, enjoying the thrill of thrifting with affordable prices. Here in San Jose, thrift stores around the area have contributed towards these efforts to leave lasting impacts on their communities.
So my name is Minette Wong. I am the founder of Hope Nuevo. We are a community thrift store. Our goal is to be here physically in this neighborhood to help the homeless that are living right around us, and also the low-income families that are here, by getting to know them, by allowing them to come in and shop, and building trust and relationships with them so that we can figure out what else we can help them with. Our hope is really to be a place where the homeless and the low-income and those who are disadvantaged are actually seen and not just kind of watched. Here, we're intentionally trying to bless people and treat them as real people, and to see them and to hear their stories and to care for them. And we hope that it won't be just something that we would do, that our community of shoppers would grow in that kind of passion to care about somebody else nearby them too, whether they're in the store or just out on the street, so that the whole community becomes a community that's more relational and caring for the people that are living right outside our houses. Since we've opened, after the first week we were open, the people that have been coming really enjoy having us here. They love the way we interact with everybody. Every person that walks in, we treat them as our friends, because they could either be our customers, they could be our donors, they could be the people that need the help, or they could end up being our volunteers. And so, if you think about it, it's kind of like a Midwest little shop that everybody in the town knows, and this is what we kind of strive to be, to bring that kind of feeling. They see what we do, they see as we interact with the homeless as they come in, and so they've been, just agreeing with what we're doing here, and they've been continually donating, every single day that we're open. So that's really encouraging, really helpful to keep us going in our mission.
My name is Chris Patterson Simmons, and I'm the owner of New to You Thrift Boutique at 436 East Santa Clara Street in the heart of East Village, San Jose. Well, I really appreciate and like that folks understand how small businesses operate, and I hear more people say they rather support small businesses. They support artists. I am an artist. I do make my own jewelry by hand, which is CP Simmons Designs. And people like the fact it is upscale costume jewelry, but they know they're going to have one-of-a-kind piece. They enjoy that, feeling very, very special for that. They like the fact that no matter what their gender is, what their race is, what their culture is, they can come in and shop freely without feeling bombarded or feeling less than or feeling judged. And I think that's my duty, it being in the community, to be able to make people feel comfortable when they shop, whether they're walking, whether they're disabled or not. Anybody is able to come in here and shop.
I'm Lance Ehrman. I'm the book buyer, one of the book buyers, and the manager of the Recycle Bookstore in San Jose. I think the role of a bookstore is, like I said, it's a place for people to meet and to share ideas. I think especially around kind of polarizing political stages, it's an opportunity for people to get together, share information, feel part of something, especially when they kind of feel like maybe isolated or kind of outside of, the accepted greater community. My hope for this store's place in the community for the future is that it's a safe place for really everybody. I mean, outside of my own political leanings and ideologies, we try to create a place where there's something for everyone, even if it's people I don't necessarily agree with on everything. I still want people to be able to come in here, share ideas, find things that are interesting to them, learn something. And if you, what do they call it, an echo chamber? If we only have books about ideas that we find acceptable, then it's hard to learn anything new.
I'm Patty Wayne-Cross. I'm the Communications Manager for Habitat for Humanity East Bay, Silicon Valley.
I'm Christina Galvin. I'm the Restore Marketing Specialist for Habitat for Humanity East Bay, Silicon Valley.
So the magic of Habitat for Humanity for me is the fact that it takes such a community to make this work happen. So whether that's on the construction site and you're working with homeowners and fellow volunteers and staff members, or you're here in the Restore, which, in addition to being an affordable retail space for home improvement goods, it's also a community space. It's really got a community focus from the mission, the fact that all of our proceeds here at Restore go right back into the Habitat for Humanity to help us build and repair more affordable homes, to the fact that, it's a space filled with like-minded people, shoppers that are here wanting to shop in person, see, touch, and feel the things that they're shopping for, conscientious consumers that care about where their dollars are going. It's really a space for those people to gather to.
Moving forward with the stores, we really want to grow our community-centered events. Things that we've done in the past, we've held workshops at our stores where people can learn to refinish furniture or how to paint their home to get that really professional finish on a budget. So we'd really love to expand those programs and do even more to bring people into the store and learn how to do new things that you think that you're not capable of doing.
Just with the retail space itself, it's a place where people can come and find affordable home goods and keep those goods out of landfill. So right there, you're providing a vital service for the community, the people that shop here, and the environment overall. You're also providing a great space for people to donate.
Awesome. Let's give one more round of applause to all of the documentaries that we saw today. Great work. And now I want to give us a few minutes to hear from the creators themselves. I'm going to ask them to come up here, stand in their groups, and we'll get to hear a little bit more from them directly. Yes. Come on up. One more. Turn them on? Okay, yeah. You can just press the button to turn the mic on so we know we'll all be able to hear you. So we'll hear a little bit from our creators here. And I think what I'll ask is that we hold our applause. We're going to hear from everybody a number of times. I really want to get into the meat of these docs. So we'll hold our applause till the end of the Q&A session. But I think maybe it would just be nice to hear from all of you if you could tell us a little bit more about where your idea for your documentary came from.
Our documentary idea came from the three of ours' love of music. We all really enjoy listening and seeing shows and just enjoy music in general. Yeah.
For us, it was like the idea of us together, like having the same common interest for like thrifting and stuff.
I would say that for everybody, food does play a big part. Food does play a big part in like culture, and I guess we wanted to showcase other cultures like through the restaurants and how it does have a big impact here in San Jose.
Awesome, good to hear some inspiration. So let me ask you, maybe we'll hear from everybody. Can you tell us like one challenge that you faced in this process? You each took on some different roles. What challenges did you face in these?
I think some of the challenges, or one of the challenges I faced was getting used to working a camera since it was my first time, but I think it was a fun experience.
For our group, the biggest challenge was definitely reaching out to people and interviewing them because a lot of the places did not respond. But luckily, we were able to get some really good answers that were beneath surface level from the places that we did feature.
Similar to Christina, like we had some trouble getting interviews, so just emailing and reaching out to businesses was something really difficult to do for us.
Let me see. So we know as artists that things change and it's only 5 weeks of a lot of work and you had very little time to do all of this work. How did your documentaries change over the course of the program? What's different than your original idea?
I guess for us, because we had so many interviews, so it was kind of like cool from like having it from like just stuff to like other things that contribute to other like stuff like the restore interview.
For our group, one of the interviews was really long, so we had to cut it down and only keep the highlights of it. But it really helped us like broaden the variety of cultures that were featured in our documentary.
For our group, we started off asking venues, more of like places for music to interview, but we didn't really get a hold of any of them. So our documentary went from more venues and places to more personal experiences.
Wonderful. Things change. We'll open it up if some other people want to ask questions. We'll have a mic that comes around, so just raise your hand and we'll find you.
I saw your hand go first. Right away.
Did you all, is it on?
No.
Did you all join together? Did you know each other before the program started? So you're grouped, not knowing each other and coming up with all your content. This is great, like business strategy also. This is like excellent training for other jobs in your life. But what are you doing, or have you even thought about how are you taking this back to school and spreading the word with your peers and teachers, and I'm dropping popcorn, getting the word out? This is amazing. Any thought? You probably didn't think about it? All right, I'll sit down. You think about it. Someone else have their hand?
I just want to personally thank Taylor and Sophie. They were very, very professional, very kind, and they did a lot of editing because my interview was very long. So in asking, how many of you are going to do this as a career?
I'm kind of planning. It's in my choices of career options that I'm still thinking about, but
For me, it's just like the type of like, it's similar to what I want to do, but it's just more of like storyboarding the whole entire like movie or like the film.
So this was helpful for you, right?
Oh yeah, it was definitely.
Excellent.
I have a simple question. So, did these interviews change your perspective on the San Jose community, or was it similar to their perspective throughout the interviews? For me personally, I got to see a lot about restaurants, like their background and purpose, and it's definitely something I wouldn't have been aware of if I hadn't done this.
I think I'll probably visit to most of all these places if I can. But yeah, I think that really changed my perspective of like downtown San Jose.
And like each store each had like their different impacts, so I think that was really interesting to hear.
Yeah, to what they said. Okay, thank you.
Down this row, so I think there's a several questions.
How do you guys find CreaTV, and why do you choose this out of like every single other opportunity?
We didn't really choose it. It was assigned to us.
Oh. Okay.
I don't really know the process of it. As San Jose Works, we all kind of applied. Well, no. What? We all kind of applied to the internship, like general, because we knew it was going to be something art related. And then we got an email one day and was like, here you go, this is the place where you're now going to be working for the next month.
That's very cool.
I'll just add that yes, the city of San Jose and our partnership with San Jose Works recruits high school interns and then assigns them to host sites based on their interest. And I will just say that a lot of host sites take one high schooler, maybe two, and so it's a real honor to be able to get to work with this many amazing people.
How did you guys get your ideas for the documentaries off the ground and running? I mean, how did you guys brainstorm these ideas? It's really interesting. I've never really been involved in the scene here, downtown San Jose, more of a suburban kid. I moved a couple of years ago, but it's really, really interesting to see all of these snapshots of this wonderful community that I frankly wish I was more of a part of when I was still living here.
We honestly just kind of found general interests that we all had in common, well, for us specifically, and just kind of brainstormed, what can we do? And yeah, we were all fascinated about the music, so.
Yeah, for us, it was just like collective ideas and then just trying to figure out which one we wanted to do and just stick with it. And then from there on, if it changes, it changes. But it's just like based on one subject, it becomes a variety.
For us, it was like, well, everyone likes food. And San Jose has like a really diverse amount of cultures, different backgrounds, different ethnicities. So we really wanted to showcase all of that in our documentary.
So, what have you felt was your personal growth from the beginning to now? Like, what has changed for you? How have you grown?
I think I got better at talking to people, honestly, because I was the producer, so I had to go around calling and emailing and texting people to ask if they want to be in documentary, and I was one asking questions. So I think it really helped with my social skills, which is pretty awesome sauce. Wait.
Similar to Ari, I think my email writing skills improved because I was kind of forced to reach out to businesses to make the documentaries by trying to get interviews. So, yeah.
I think for me, it's like social skills too, like Ari. But for me, I think the last interview, I had to do it on my own. So that was like a really great growth spurt or something. Yay!
Oh, for me too, I would say I definitely learned how to communicate more. Before this, I really hated writing emails, but I'm more comfortable with that, and I also have a lot more confidence in myself when it comes to reaching out and just advocating for myself and my team.
I saw his hand go up first. Okay, next.
I believe you guys quietly proved so what I was saying, you guys kind of proved the proof of concept of going out there into the communities and actually getting exposure to a lot of mom and pops businesses. So thinking out loud, that can maybe be beneficial to you guys, and maybe using that in a social media aspect, and maybe businesses paying for your services of getting more exposure for businesses this way in this platform. So I could see that, you know.
Does that inspire any of you?
Oh. Yes, Stephen. So, how did you enjoy this whole process?
I would say like I enjoyed it because I got to work with the camera, and before I never really worked with the camera before, so like my skills improved in with the camera and also with like documentary skills.
Is this something you're going to do again?
Like my future?
Yes.
Probably not. Thank you.
Love that. Brutal honesty. Let me ask one sort of wrap up question. Maybe if you had to describe this program to someone else, we can go down the line and hear from all of you in 3 words or less. How would you describe this program or this experience?
I would say this program is something different, and you can learn a lot of stuff from it.
All of you. Okay.
I would describe this program as a lot of fun. I got to know a lot of new people. So,
I would say it was really fun and informative, and not awesome. So it was really cool. Yeah.
Awesome sauce gives you 4 words, so I don't know about that.
I'd say it was very fun and exhilarating getting to meet new people and experimenting with the camera.
in 3 words, I would say it was a great learning opportunity.
I would say it's very fun and useful.
I'd say it's very adventurous and exciting.
And for me, it would be really exciting and like a lot of work and very cold, like temperature wise. It was really cold in that room. I don't even know how people do that.
I do think we suggested dressing in layers, but we'll take that note. Awesome. Let's give our creators one more round of applause for all of their work.
Hey guys. Good evening. We have a few things that we want to tell you guys and you guys as well. So, now that we've got a chance to watch these amazing documentaries, we just want to take a moment to say how proud we are of you guys. Most of them had never touched a documentary before. And yet, in just a month, they not only learned what a documentary is, they created one from scratch, and what they made is powerful, moving, and real. Every single one of you has a massive potential. We've seen it. We've watched you turn ideas into stories, questions into narratives, and the unknown into art. You've proven that with creativity, collaboration, and courage, you can build something meaningful, even with limited time and resources. If there's one piece of advice we can give you, it's this. Never wait for someone to give you permission to shine. Never. In every room you walk into, make yourself known. Speak up, take up space. Turn that spotlight on yourself because no one in the world will, take up space, turn that spotlight on yourself because the world will always do it for you. You deserve to be seen, you deserve to be heard. And tonight, we celebrate not just your final films, but your growth, your voice, and your potential.
Wasn't that nice? I thought that was nice. I, however, made a very specific point of not writing anything for today. Because your friends and your kids here have done nothing but listen to me talk for the last month. And are more than likely and reasonably completely sick of it. So, you all have your things you want to do. You all have your things you want to be. So just promise me, yes, I know how to hold the microphone. Thank you. Whatever you go on to do from this point on, do me one last favor and add filmmaker onto the end of that.
Okay, so we are going to hand out the certification or the certificates here. I'll call each of your name, and then you will go behind and then reline up, and then we'll get a nice group photo of everyone with their certificates. All right, the first person is Adriana Figueroa. Here you are. Oh, sorry. All right, Stephen Nguyen. Congratulations. Christina Tran. Anthony Rodriguez. Hey, you're right behind me. That's easy. Gray Gordon. Sophie Lopez. Taylor Chan. Ari Abanico. Congratulations to each and every one of you. It has been such an honor to witness your growth throughout this program, not just as filmmakers, but as storytellers, collaborators, and creative thinkers. And this is just the beginning of your professional journey. Whether you continue in media or explore entirely different paths, the skills you've gained here, organization, communication, problem solving, teamwork, it will carry you far. I hope you leave here knowing that your voice matters, your perspective is valuable, and your ability to create change is real. I'm excited to see where your journey takes you next and can't wait to see the stories you tell along your way. Congratulations. You've made us proud. So get your pictures. And once everyone's had their pictures, they've had a chance to celebrate their lovely family members and friends here, please join us in the other room for the reception.